Hello everyone, welcome back to Tabletop Anthologies and our Call of Cthulhu session with Anthony Blackwell, the bootlegger from Arkham, and Gerald Matthew Fairbrass, who is originally from New York but works as a fence in Arkham. Also a business partner of Anthony. So, to get back into where we were, Anthony and Gerald were hired by a banker named Gerald Fraser to find his son James. They tracked James to the Squatters Lake Motel, which is south of Arkham. This motel is owned by two brothers, Robert and William Brophy. They've only seen Robert so far. And he's also saying that James didn't stay at the motel. But there's at least one guest named Jacob Trent that claims otherwise and says that he's seen James there just a few days before. But James then disappeared before he saw him again the next morning. There's a lot of suspicious and strange things happening at this motel. Just a few of those are, there seems to be a page missing from the motel registry during the time which James would have been there. The guest I mentioned before, Jacob, he's staying at the motel because he has a friend that is also missing, and he tracked his friend here. Another guest named Sarah Bonner spotted Robert pushing his brother William in a wheelchair towards the southwest of the nearby lake very late at night. So, with that, Anthony and Gerald, is there anything you'd like to add before we get started?
No, I want to find that brother sooner or later and give that yellow belly lint liquor an offer he can't refuse.
Okay, so right now it is early afternoon, we'll say around 1 o'clock or so. You had just had a conversation with Bill Dunstan not long ago, who was out walking around the lake. You also spoke to Sarah Bonner earlier this morning. What do you do now?
So we just finished talking with Sarah, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, all right. Well, Jerry, what are you thinking?
Well, the only thing I know for a fact that the proprietor's lying about is his guest list. Some of the guests have seen different people he says weren't here, and his guest book had us signed in, and then it had a bunch of names without dates, but then it doesn't have the other people staying here on there currently, even though he claims he gets everybody's names. So that's something we eventually need to press him on.
What time of day is it?
Early afternoon.
Early afternoon. And when did Sarah reckon that she saw the brother pushing that yellow belly lint liquor down near the lake?
That would have been last night.
At night.
Yeah, right. It was very late in the night, but before you showed up.
Right. All right. Well, we like you say, we need to press this thing about the missing pages, but I don't think we're going to get much out of Robert. Do you remember seeing Sarah's name in there?
I don't remember seeing anybody else current. It was almost like it was a decoy book that was ready to be pulled out because the last several names didn't have dates.
Well, I reckon we should go down and take a look by the lake at least, see if there's anything down there that's worth seeing. We already climbed around in the mud a little bit, and I don't really feel like taking another bath again.
Yeah, while the sun's out, we should probably get a good look at the lake to see what is around it.
Okay. Yep, you guys can do that. Which direction are you heading in around the lake? You should be able to open the handout that I gave you guys for the lake if you wanted to see that again.
Yeah.
You are on the west side of the lake right now. From the motel, you can see that there is a rickety old pier going out into the lake by the motel, and there's also there's 3 rowboats tied to the bank next to that pier.
Pier's a good spot to start.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Let's go ahead and walk out. See how that feels.
Yeah, take a easy step onto it. Make sure it's not rickety and gonna fall through.
Okay. So you get down to the pier. It's very muddy down here around the bank. Water has a bit of a foul odor to it, actually, and looks very murky. Do you actually step out onto the pier?
Yeah, like I said, I take a cautious step first to make sure it's not, eaten away or rotten.
It seems old but stable.
Then I would walk out kind of to the end to look around the edge of the lake and then kind of look in. Is it murky or if I can see anything?
It's very murky. You can't see anything down there. You might be able to see some, I guess it wouldn't be seaweed. It's not in the sea, but some sort of plant life down there hanging to the bottom of the lake at the end of the pier. The pier seems pretty stable all throughout, despite it being very well worn, and it just goes out far enough so that it can get out into the water where a boat would be.
By the way, when we walk, because we're coming down from the south end of the building, as we walk by the boats, I'd take a gander at them as well.
Okay. Boats look like pretty standard rowboats. Nothing out of the ordinary with them. They're also they look pretty well worn, and they are staked. There's rope tied to them that is staked to the embankment there, likely to keep them in place in case of any flooding.
Right. All right. After I kind of looked at them, I'd follow Jerry out to the pier.
Okay. You're both standing on the pier now. The odor of the water as it splashes against the pier is really sinking into your nostrils. It doesn't seem like a very clean lake.
You smell it, Jerry?
It's like stagnant, or does it smell like there's something else in the water that's causing the smell?
Can maybe lean down and get a closer smell.
Get a closer smell. I'll bend at the knees, but I'm not leaning over the edge of the pier towards the water. I've seen enough movies.
All right. There is an oily smell to it, like engine oil.
I'd dip my fingers in.
There's some sort of oil on the surface.
Did he smell it too, or did I just smell it?
If he dipped his fingers in, he's able to smell it as well.
Okay.
So I kind of roll it around on my fingers and, hold out my hand towards Jerry and say, well, you don't want to be swimming in this. I mean, it ain't unusual for lakes to be all, covered in some of this gunk. Some of this stuff floats on water, but I don't know. Smell it a little bit. Does it smell like gasoline? Does it smell like oil? Does it smell like dead bodies? Does it smell like Cthulhu's undersack or what?
It smells like something you can't tell if it's some sort of engine oil or gasoline, but it's something definitely that was used in machinery. You're pretty familiar with working on your vehicle and that sort of thing, so you would recognize the odor.
Hey, Jerry, you wanna make a spectacle and light this lake on fire?
Dude, I was wondering the same thing, but I think we should get off this pier first before you try and throw a match in there.
I mean, I'm just saying, you never know, but maybe something to keep in mind at least.
So after smelling it, can I take like a harder look at the lake and see if I see like the outline of a car or anything in the water?
Roll a spot hidden check.
Let's see if I can get to my player sheet. Yes.
So while he's looking for that, does the oil look spread out completely across the lake?
Roll a spot hidden.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, fine.
You're trying to see like if it's concentrated in one spot, right?
Yep. Oh, fuck you.
I think I see to the bottom with my roll.
Yeah. What are your Jerry I see?
That makes me sound old, like geriatric.
Either that or it makes it sound like we're in World War II. This is 1920, so we ain't there yet.
So you're both standing there just scanning around the water. Anyone at the motel watching you is probably wondering why the hell you're standing there just staring at the water. But Anthony,
It's a scenic lake.
You're not able to really discern any certain location that the oil's coming from. It's just definitely spread out in the water in front of you. Gerald, on the other hand, you're able to, as you're gazing down into the water, trying to spot anything down there. You notice that all of this oil seems to be flowing from the north part of the lake, somewhere north of you.
But it's just the oil that I can see.
Yeah, like you're able to see just where the sun is at, that the reflection off the water, you can just kind of follow this oil slick somewhere to the north.
I'd kind of stand up straight and I'd peer off to the north edge and I'd point. So I think it's coming from off to the north. Let's go around the lake that way and check it out.
All right, we can do that.
Okay.
And then just gonna say, while making the way, I would kind of look at the beach of the lake and just see how many people or what kind of tracks come through the area. If there's wheelchair tracks from William or...
Okay. Up and down the entire lake side here, you can see there's footprints. You do know that Bill was walking around up here, so it could likely be from him. But as you're coming around the bend on the northwest side of the lake, you notice there are tire tracks here, kind of close to the water.
Huh.
Just following the lake, or...
No, they're parked like at an intersection to the lake. Like the car must have been facing the lake.
Think somebody dumping something down here? Lake's a nice place to do that.
Like they stop before they reach the lake?
Roll tracking.
I don't think I'm gonna... 10%. Oh.
Damn, good rolls.
All right, Jerry, you do all the rolls for the evening, because I'm just going to sit back and fail them.
You're pretty sure that these tracks go into the lake. As far as you can tell, you can't really, once they hit the water, they're washed away, so you can't tell how far into the lake, but they'd touch the water for sure.
Hey, Jerry?
Yeah, Tony?
Think old man Robert needed to get rid of the vehicles from people disappearing and just ran it on into the lake?
Well, I'm definitely wondering about our... Is it a Chevy? I don't have my notes from the other night, but I'm definitely wondering about our missing persons car, if not others.
So if you need to see the James Fraser photo that you got, that's in the handouts, and if you click text at the top of that window that opens up, you can see what was written on the back of it.
He had a Chrysler Coupe.
Chrysler Coupe.
Yeah.
Well, does my tracking success tell me what kind of tires those come back to?
No, not at all.
Oh man, well, it was worth a try. I I would walk up to the edge of the lake where the tracks go in, and just kind of have another look and see if I see the outline of anything through the water or.
You don't see anything that you didn't around the pier.
Okay. Well, then I'd look at Tony and say, well, we may as well go around the whole lake still and continue on north.
Yeah, I reckon that's a good idea. Let's split up just a little bit. Keep eye shot of each other, but I want to kind of start walking near the woods too. Up in the stills. We always hide everything in the woods, right? I mean, it's the easiest place to just disappear. So, reckon that might be a decent place to kind of keep an eye out too. But if there's people disappearing here, let's not let's always stay within eye shot each other.
Sounds about right. To backtrack a little bit first, can I see where the tracks originate from?
You... Not really.
Okay. They just kind of start as it gets into the...
Yeah, they could be coming from the road, somewhere from the west. It's really hard to tell. But since you did try back tracing them, there are multiple paths in. So it looks like it's more than one vehicle possibly, or one vehicle coming here many times.
Okay.
Before we go, I want to go kneel close to the water. I don't want to stick my face into it or anything, right, and get sucked down into the nothing. But kind of kneel down, see if I can see if the tracks continue on into the into the lake, or if I can see maybe the outline of a car. Basically kind of getting at a different angle.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do another spot hidden since you're giving it a close look.
Freaking go.
Oh, good on you.
Oh, hey, finally.
Your prescription came in.
Yeah.
So your skill is at 65, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I was looking for more than a regular success, and you got it. There's something further in under there, but you're not sure what it is. Meaning that it could just be a feature in the lake bed. It could be a large rock under there, but there is something of significant size ahead in the water. And the tracks do seem to go deeper in.
Well, Jerry, it looks like there's something down there. I reckon it's probably one of them cars, but yeah, the tracks definitely keep going. It wasn't something that just stopped and dumped something off. There's somebody's ditching cars in here.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking the owner of this place has a lot to hide. A lot of things aren't adding up, so let's continue our look around.
You said you tracked back these tracks, and there was a bunch of them. You said, yeah?
Yeah, either this same car's been going into the lake and back, or a few cars have been through this way to the lake.
What did you happen to see if there was any like where the tracks were a little thicker, maybe where cars had gone over a couple of times, more densely packed?
Am I able to follow them and look to see that?
So what exactly are you trying to find with that?
Are there any tracks that it's denser, like to indicate, right? Because I'm sure you got left, right. Is there a lot that come from a specific route? Like, in other words, are there alternate paths?
Not that you can tell. No. It looks like it could have been coming from either the road or the motel. Probably both.
Okay. Well, ready to take a walk, friend?
Press on.
All right. So you guys continue around the north end of the lake. There's not much to see. You do notice that there's not a whole lot of nature sounds, not a whole lot of wildlife going on. Normally you'd hear a lot of bullfrogs and things like that, but they're very scarce, it seems. You're coming around the northeastern side of the lake, and you can see ahead of you there's a clearing up ahead where the lake indents, because if you remember, it's kind of shaped like a kidney bean, essentially. So the eastern side of the lake has almost like a shallow peninsula on it. And sitting here is a clearing. There's a lot of mounds of dirt and stuff, and it looks like up ahead of you in this clearing, there's some sort of remnants of structures of some sort.
Like, does this look like before we kind of do that? Let me double check something here real quick. I doubt that this would be worthwhile trying to do. I'm kind of a country boy. Just maybe doing an animal call to see if anything kind of hollers back, or if it just sounds like it's deadpan in the woods, But
Cuckoo, cuckoo,
yeah. Cuckoo. Whoop whoop.
I am also a birdie.
I am it, but I guess I'm not that kind of country boy. I just looked at my skills. So these structures, do they look like kind of the kind of structures that I would be building in the backwoods, or does this look like we're in Relay?
It doesn't even look like structures anymore. It basically looks like piles of rubble. So you can see some bricks and things laying in piles up ahead.
I just got attacked by my light.
Oh. Maybe some old timbers laying across some of these piles. You might see the remains of an old well. This is still well up ahead of you, maybe 100, 200 feet ahead of you.
But it does look like it's people. like something would have had to live here to do this. It's not like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's masonry too, though, like brick.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jerry? You wanna keep an eye out over here for a minute, or you want to just go on in?
Well,
You got a piece on you?
Oh, I'm always carrying.
All right.
We should either split and one look at the mounds and one look at the structure, or we should just go right in and tackle them both together.
Yeah, I think we should definitely stick together. Let me put my knuckles on just in case. And then my free hand, I'll go ahead and pull out my 38.
Your stabbing arm.
I got my punching arm and my shooting arm.
Okay, so you're heading in towards these ruins here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead on you.
Ruins.
All right. So you get closer, and like I said, there's a lot of piles of old stone here, old rough-hewn stone in the bricks and such, and some timbers that were probably support beams at one point, very old and rotted. There was a partial well here as well.
That's cute.
Well.
So
is there?
I'm gonna do the dumb country boy thing. I'm gonna look into the well.
Okay. It looks like it's mostly collapsed, so it's probably filled up and it isn't very deep anymore.
Push the skeleton next to it in.
There's no skeleton.
So
see if you hear a thoom in the deep.
Kind of just move around, say friend maybe, and enter. Just kind of wrong game. Start kind of poking around.
That well.
Kind of poking around, checking the foundations, like with the beams that you were mentioning. I'm kind of wary of the mounds. Just from being not so much because I don't know anything about the occult, but the idea of something being buried is never a good thing.
Roll a spot hidden, and both of you also roll a listen check.
Uh-oh. So while he's doing that, just to describe what my guy's doing, I'd be looking more at the structure as a whole. Like, do I get a general sense of what kind of building was it? Like, was it a church? Was it a barracks, a living area?
For that, let's do do you have? Well, I'll ask you. Do you have any skills that you think would apply to that? All right. So Anthony doesn't.
I hear and see nothing.
Yeah, basically. You're kind of just pushing through some of this rubble and not really seeing anything of interest.
Yeah. I ain't seeing much here, Jerry. This might just be some old shit that doesn't matter.
Just some old shit.
Gerald, since you don't really have any specific archaeology skills or anything like that, go ahead and roll a spot hidden also, since you're taking a closer look at the site.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you don't notice anything either.
There aren't negative things though, are there?
I have now gone blind.
I don't
Gerald,
take a disadvantage.
Gerald, you did notice that somewhere beyond the line of trees to the east, there's something moving over there. Like consistently
so kind of
moving
behind the structure.
Yeah, in the tree line to the east, in the forest.
I would go to the edge of the structure and kind of try and concentrate a little more on whatever I heard to see if I can figure out what it was.
There's something moving possibly towards you. You hear a almost like dragging sound. Something's moving through the brush and cracking limbs as it moves.
So if I'm in the structure, is there like a wall or something on the edge?
Don't think of it as a structure. It's that much of a ruin that you can just tell that maybe there's like one layer of bricks left outlining parts of the structure.
So there's
what
no,
he's
like,
asking is if there's some cover.
Not really, unless you want to literally lay down behind a pile of bricks. But there is cover if you really want to like lay down and hide, for sure.
No, it's coming towards us though.
Yeah.
What kind of speed?
It's hard to tell exactly, but it doesn't. It's not. It's a consistent sound that's kind of slow. You hear a dragging through some underbrush, and then every once in a while like a stomp, and then like some snapping branches.
I'd kind of stand up and I'd say, "Hey, Tony," just to get his attention, and then I would stand kind of cross-armed, ready to reach into my coat to pull out my gun. But so far, I'm just kind of standing here waiting to see what's coming out of the woods.
Okay.
I don't do the whole. I don't do the whole kind of waiting stuff. So I have my gun in one hand. I'd be like, "All right, y'all, come on out now. What's going on there?"
A few seconds pass and the noise continues, and you see a silhouette in the underbrush approaching you. It seems to be someone that's limping towards you, but he's still behind enough foliage that you can't tell exactly who it is.
Hey boy, who's coming over here?
There's a raspy gurgling sound that emitted from this silhouette.
Hey, I ain't gonna tell you again before you get popped, son. Who are you? Why are you coming over here?
You can see, you get a clearer picture of this thing lurching forward as it snaps some of the more branches and breaks through the tree line. It's might have been a person at one point, but it's a bare-chested man, and there's just a gaping, sucking wound where his chest used to be, and his eyes are completely white, and he's slack-jawed. Make a sanity check, both of you.
Yeah, I was about to say, that sounds like I'm gonna do a sanity check. Oh, yay.
Oh, wow, 2 points away.
Oh, damn. All right, both of you roll 1d8.
What's the command for that?
/roll.
5. Okay, you lose 5 sanity. Yes. All right, so you have both gone temporarily insane for losing at least 5 sanity. So you both see this thing lurching out of the woods at you, this walking corpse of a creature, and you both unload almost all of your ammo from your your guns into this creature, and you run to the south.
Holy shit! Start popping off and just go, Jerry, go!
Yeah. So you both run, and then you finally, once you reach the southern part of the lake, you catch your breath and you're doubled over on your knees, and you guys can take it from there now.
Jerry, what in the fuck was that?
I don't fucking know.
No. Did you see? It had a hole. It had a hole. It had a hole in his belly. Like.
Well, how many times did we hit it? Nothing keeps standing when you hit it.
I don't even think I hit it. I don't even think I hit it. I think I need to go take another bath because I think I'm gonna shit myself. Okay, I ain't kidding, man. There was a hole, Jerry. Jerry, there was a hole. There was a hole.
Gerald, you were a little bit closer, so you saw that multiple rounds hit it, and it just kept lurching forward, just gurgling from its throat. And it was bleeding out all over the place, but it still kept lurching forward.
I'd pull out a cigar and shakily light it, and then reach into the other side and pull out the hip flask of the fine Massachusetts White Lightning that I make, and take a sip off of that, and then offer to Jerry.
Yeah, I'm just like kind of shaking, and so I don't notice him offer it out. So my next thought though is I reload my revolver, dropping the bullets as I'm trying to put them in until I finally get it reloaded.
Jerry, it had a hole in it. Man don't live with a hole in it. You got fucking cars in goddamn lake. You got freaking whatever the hell that was. You got Jerry, what the hell did we get ourselves into?
It's more than a missing person. I don't fucking know.
There was a hole in it, Jerry.
I think we need some answers. I think we need to go to the guy that runs this place.
So at this point, you've been.
Jerry, hold on. Wouldn't that fool I was talking to? Wasn't he just up this way?
Yeah, he was around the lake.
All right, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, Sev.
No, you're fine. Yeah, go ahead. I just wanted to mention that at this point you've been out wandering around the lake for a few hours, so it's probably later in mid-afternoon, like 5 o'clock.
All right, Jared, just keep an eye out, man. I need to reload this stuff. I need to just give me a second, okay? I need to think.
The shadows in the woods are starting to get longer. It is the fall, and it's starting to get to be sunset. So just keep that.
Jerry,
in mind.
you wanna go fucking put a squeeze on this old man?
Yeah, it's about time he starts giving us some answers.
Yeah, let's go. Let me just give me a second, all right? Let me get another drink in here, and let me get my gun reloaded, and then we go.
All right, so you're on like the southeastern bend of the lake. Where are you going to go from here?
Up the back side of the building and around.
So you're heading directly west towards the lake, or towards the motel?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So we have to, I'm looking at the map right now. So you have where it says map 1, and then you go down to the east, and then you got that area where it says towards Kingsport. And so we're probably just a little bit northwest of that, right in that kind of clearing there. Is that what you're saying?
You're a little east of that. Yep.
Okay. So we're going to have to kind of walk along this, through these woods or along the lake shore to get back over to the motel, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, well,
Take the road.
You want to take the road? I'm willing to take the road after that, Jerry. Did you see? It had a hole in it, Jerry.
Oh, it's got a few more holes now, and that didn't stop it.
Yeah, but I'm saying it should have been dead. This is like some biblical, like coming of God stuff.
Okay, so you're taking the road.
Damn right, we're taking a road.
Okay, so you head further south, departing away from the lake. Some of the forest gets a little bit thick here. Go ahead and roll a luck roll, both of you.
Oh God. Where's the book at? Where are you at? Where are you at?
Next to sanity.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hey.
Oh, nice. Okay. I didn't see him at first.
Hey,
All
Seth.
right. So you
Seth,
make it to yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but is there any way that you could pull up the map onto the stream so other people can see what we're talking about? Would that be possible?
Yeah, I was going
Or
to change.
Is that a lot of work?
I was going to change it back over. Do you mean the entire map of Squatters Lake?
No, the map that the handout for the
Yeah,
the area
that's what I mean. Yeah, I can pull that up.
If it's not too much trouble, like the handout. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think that should be pretty much do it. No, that's a good idea. I should have pulled that up before, but you're able to work through some of the forest that's a bit lighter here. You make it to the road without any incident. You don't see any more of whatever the hell that was that you saw.
Thank God, because I need a new set of drawers.
And if you follow the road, you're able to make it back to the motel with no problem. So,
And thanks, Jag, for the suggestion on the map.
I'm going to move you down there, and you are now there on the motel map at the southwest corner.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna, Jared. We pressing this?
Yeah, I'd say we press them
Right,
unless you want to go back to the room for a minute and recollect.
Nope. I'm angrier with a pants full of shit. So let's go. I'm gonna stomp my way north. Let me clear out this thing. Sorry. Stomp my way north. I'm still gonna have my knuckles on, and I'm just gonna push in through that door hard. Anybody in here?
No one's in the front reception area right now.
I'm gonna go up to that swan-looking bell and just start beating the crap out of it. Ding 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 ding.
Oh, wait, before
Ding 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 ding.
What are you doing, Gerald, while he's doing that?
I was gonna say before we announce our presence, I could go around and see if there's a second book. But if he's making noise, then I'll position myself on this end of the desk.
Okay.
Sorry, Jerry. I'm pissed right now.
Doesn't take long before Robert shows up, steps through the door here, and says, "Whoa, what's going on? Can I help you? Are you enjoying your stay?"
I got the hand with the knuckles on it. And I point right at him and I'd be like, "Robert, it's time to come clean with all the shit that's going on around here, boy."
I don't know what you mean. What?
Now you
Come
know
clean about
exactly
what?
I mean. Now, come clean. What the hell is going on around here?
Well, can you be a little more specific? You sure are a strange fellow.
Robert,
You were just climbing
Robert,
under the motel not long
Robert,
ago.
how long have you been here?
Well, many years. We bought this a long time ago when we moved over from
So
England.
don't you act like a fool with me, Robert. I ain't got time for this bullshit. Now you come clean. You tell me what the hell's going on around here, or we're gonna have some issue.
Well, he's got him
afraid.
engaged. I actually will go over to the desk, and if there's like a cabinet or a drawer that I can pull open real quick as a kind of like, haha, there's two books, maybe.
Yeah, there's some drawers and things here that you can pull open. Roll a spot hidden check also, and Anthony, roll a psychology check.
Man, I'm intimidating as fuck. Why am I rolling psychology?
Oh, really? With stats, I guess I should be the one
Roll intimidation as well, though.
Thanks.
psychologizing.
There we go.
Okay. So your spot hidden. You notice that there's a stack of license plates sitting in the bottom corner of the desk. Anthony, you can tell that Robert's kind of starting to get a little shaken up. He's a bit worried now.
Robert, don't think I won't punch an old man. Okay, just stay right there.
I don't mean to offend you. How can I make this better?
You can tell me everything. What do you got going on back there, Jerry?
Well, everything about what?
Shut your mouth for a second. Jerry, what you got going on?
I pull out the plates and put them on the desk, kind of spread them out, and I'm looking for, 1 second.
I got you. AB
Looking for-
1652.
Yep.
It's there. It's there.
So I pick it up, and I get real close to our host here. And
I ain't gonna let you go that close without me getting closer, because I'll punch an old man. I don't care.
I say,
I'll take an old man out.
I thought you said this car wasn't here.
Well, what car is that? Those license plates have been up there for a long time.
That wasn't up there, Robert.
This wasn't up on the wall. This was under the desk. You put them there. What car did it come off of? You tell me.
You like breathing, Robert? You better start fucking talking.
I don't rightly know. I believe my brother took those down. He likes to shift around some of those license plates from time to time.
And your brother's in a wheelchair. How's he going to shift shit around? Stop fucking bullshitting before I break your neck. I ain't kidding, Robert.
He's not entirely paralyzed. He just has some trouble moving around.
Last chance, Robert. Last chance, Robert.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know what you want me to tell you. I might have to call the authorities again if you.
You ain't gonna have a chance to call the authorities, because I'm gonna break your old neck if you don't tell me what's going on around here. Our boy was here. That's his license plate. That license plate wasn't up on no goddamn wall.
Well,
you running cars into this goddamn lake. The hell's going on around here?
What do you mean cars into the lake?
Robert, it's your last chance, son. I'm not kidding.
I change tact and I say, you know what? Maybe the authorities is a good idea. I think they're going to want to know what all these plates are from, and I bet they're going to be linked to some other missing people. Do you agree with that?
Well, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I think the authorities are gonna find
these are just decorations taken from a junkyard.
Oh, and where's that junkyard at?
Down in Kingsport.
Okay, and that junkyard gets plates off of fresh missing vehicles and puts them under your desk?
I don't know where the plates come from.
You know what? Call the authorities. Let's do this. You're right, Jerry. Just call the authorities. Get them up here, and let's get some missing persons investigations going on around here. I bet you would find all kinds of fun stuff. Robert, I had your back earlier.
Well, okay, our telephone's in the workshop on the other end of the motel. We can walk over there.
Is there going to be
please.
Some dude in like a skin mask with a chainsaw in there waiting for us?
Do I get the feeling that he's just an actually confused old man, or do I feel like he's
roll psychology?
Your time is over, old man.
Future's now.
Psychology. Yeah, you don't really pick up on anything extra from his conversation. You kind of think he might be telling the truth.
I'm going to punch him in the shoulder.
But at the same time, nothing adds up. You're going to punch him in
I'm going to punch him in the shoulder.
Like as hard as you can, or
no, okay. I'm going to pull the punch, but it's going to be. I got them knuckles on. It's going to. I mean, it might blow his hip out or something, but I'm going to let him know that this shit is real.
Okay.
Like I ain't no fruity pie, man.
All right, go ahead.
Roll a Nance.
Roll a D4. Roll a D4. See if you like break his shoulder or something. Okay. So the knuckles slam into his right shoulder, and he stumbles back into the wall, and he looks really shocked and says, "Oh, I'll do whatever you say. Let's we'll go to the workshop and call the police."
Jerry, I need some guidance here, man, because I'm just beating up geriatrics right now.
I don't know. If you want to go to the workshop, I want to get a look at what's behind this door.
Oh God.
Are you
All right,
saying
man.
this out loud? You're conversing with each other?
All right, let me
Yeah,
go back into let me go into character. I'd look at him, kind of front up on him, like, what you want, old man? And then I look at Jerry and be like, Jerry, it's your call, bro. What do you want to do?
So I want to see what else you have hidden around this place.
We don't have anything hidden here.
Oh, shut the hell
What?
up, Robert.
I would just kind of go past him then into his back area.
Well, that's
without him
I know his
taking him
back
out to
area.
dinner first. I'm gonna just go around him and go in his back area.
Well, don't. That's my private living quarters.
That's how we're getting to the workshop, Jerry.
There's no door to the workshop back there.
Well, we'll find out then, won't we?
Yeah, I guess so.
What?
Jerry?
Okay.
You want another one?
Okay. Yeah, you're free to move back there. Oh, I see you did already. Okay. So
Yeah,
this first area here, this looks like just a normal living area, I guess. There's a kitchenette down to the south side. There's a couple lanterns hanging off the walls in here, an old couch, and a table with a trash can next to it.
I'm gonna lock the door.
There's also, okay, the door into reception.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, "Go on, old man, get moving."
Oh, okay. And he steps
Robert,
into the living quarters here.
Freaking
There's
had back earlier against that Nance earlier, and now you running this on me. Damn it, Robert. Trusted you.
There's also 2 doors in here, and the window to the north is shuttered.
I would take a quick look around the room and kind of like peek in the trash can and look in the kitchen area real quick.
Okay. So in the trash can, you do find something. You find something interesting in the trash can. I'm trying to.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Robert, this is interesting.
All right. Here you go.
Why would you throw this out?
You should be able to see that now. Pretend that the dates on there match up with October, which we're currently in.
Right.
I see a Jay Frazier on here. I'd pick it up and I'd shove it in his face. And I say, I thought you said Jay Frazier never stopped here. Why do you have a guest book page in the trash?
He's still gripping his shoulder, kind of nursing it, and he squints at what you're holding. And, well, what is that?
You want me to hit the other one, Robert? Stop acting like an idiot.
You see where it says guests at the top? You've run this place for how long? I bet you know what this page is.
Oh, yes, but that was in the trash can?
No,
you saw
Robert,
me pull it out.
Robert?
We can ask
another one.
We can ask William.
Where's William?
He's in the workshop right now.
All right, well, we're going to have a look
why
at these
didn't you
other
mention
rooms
that
first.
earlier, Robert? It's like, oh, hey, the phone's in the workshop. Why didn't you mention that William was in the workshop, too?
Well,
who else is in there?
You didn't ask.
Robert, you're testing every single last bit of patience
It's
that I got.
it's just me and my brother here. He's the only one that has the keys to the workshop other than me.
Yeah, hand over those keys for the moment then.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get them keys, Robert. Robert, it ain't a request.
Well, they're keys to everyone's rooms. I can't do that to the customers.
Robert, I could crawl underneath this goddamn building and get in anybody's room. So why don't you stop acting like an idiot and give them the goddamn keys before I break your shoulder?
Roll intimidation with a bonus.
Yay. I still somehow fail.
I'm not entirely sure how to do bonus die in Foundry.
It's quite kind of cool because whenever you
scrolling
click, yeah, there's a scrolling thing that says bonus dice.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm pushing that, dude. There's no way I ain't pushing that.
Okay.
Well, it said regular difficult. Oh, 1 bonus die. Never mind.
There we go. 12.
Nice. All right.
Robert, now you can have a pants full of shit too.
He when you threaten punching him again, he takes a step back and looks you up and down and slowly, takes his hand off his shoulder and reaches into his pocket and pulls out this really big key ring and hands it over to you.
I take the key ring for safekeeping. Not too kindly either. I just kind of grab it out of his hands.
Winding up my chain with this dangum logic of yours.
I stop for a second, like while he's recoiled from the threat of another punch, and I say a little more nicely, Robert, this is the last time I'm going to be polite to you.
And you think I'm rude? Wait till
I
you
need
get
you
a
to
little
start
hint.
being honest with me, because I keep finding things you countering everything you've told me. Directly in your possession, you've had things that counter things you've told me. So is there anything else you want to tell me before we go any further? You can agree that this looks suspicious, right? You tell me this guest was never here, you show me the book, but then a guest page is ripped out in your trash can. I don't want to like metagame, but like I'm falling into I'm used to fast talking people for a living. So I'm kind of trying to go into that vein. Like I said, I'm not trying to say, hey, I want to roll this, but
no, yeah, I was about to say roll psychology.
Psychology?
Psychology and fast talking, both of those, because you're trying to convince him of something, but I think you're also trying to see if there's anything else he's holding back, if you can tell.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, give me both of those rolls. Anthony, what are you doing while he's talking him up?
Well, I'm puffing on my cigar, mad dogging him, make sure that he doesn't do anything stupid. I'll break his old man hip.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
My focus is on him.
Okay.
Because wow, Jerry.
I've got all the luck in this game.
All right.
Jerry's definitely a smarter person than I am. I'm brute force.
You can tell there is probably something he's holding back. There's just something strange about the way he's holding himself, the way he's talking, everything. Like you still can't tie together the pieces of what the hell is happening here, or if he is even surely involved with it, but he might know something else. He's still holding his shoulder and looking at you, and he says, well, anything else I could tell you? Well, there's certainly a lot of strange things that go on around this lake. Is that what you were referring to?
Yes, and some of the strange things directly involve things that are in your possession, such as license plates and torn out guest pages.
Well, I don't know about those things. Like,
Robert,
I'm sure William knows. I'm sure.
All right, well, we're going to have a chat with William too then. But like I said, that's the last time I've been polite. That was your last opportunity.
Well, let's go to the workshop. It's out the front door.
At this point, he starts talking. I ignore him and I push into this room.
Into which one? The top
closest one to us. Yeah.
Okay. I'll move you in there. So this is a small bedroom. There's a single bed there, bedside table with a lamp, a shuttered window that looks unlocked, and there's another door in here.
I kind of look at the nightstand real quick. It's got a drawer in it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking move, Robert.
I kind of pull it open and rifle through it.
Nothing of interest in here. There's like some old newspapers, some like local books about local wildlife. Things like that. But you do notice, as you're looking, you see under the bed, there's something under there. The box
is it
under
like
there.
Is it an old metal frame bed where I could probably lift the side and lift the whole end of the bed?
Yeah, you can see under there pretty easily. Like there's a gap and there's a box sitting there, small box.
And I slide out the box.
It's a lock box.
What's in the box?
Do any of the keys on the ring I have fit the box?
Maybe. There's a lot of keys on there. Are you going to take your time trying to go through all of them?
Is Robert still holding his same shoulder, by the way?
He's kind of nursing it and looking at you, and then trying to get a peek in the bedroom to see what the hell Gerald's doing.
Don't worry about it, Robert. Just stay there.
I'm not moving.
All right, Robert. Tell you what, buddy. I feel bad. I feel bad for you. All right. How about you have yourself a little swig of this? So, knuckle hand. reach back, pull my fine Massachusetts moonshine, and offer him out some.
Well,
That'll take the edge off a little bit, Robert.
okay, I suppose. And he takes a little swig of it and winces, but he hands it back to you.
That was holy water.
That's what I was thinking too. I watched too much Supernatural.
Gotcha.
Got you, Cthulhu. I knew it.
Tentacles burst out of his mouth.
He nods and looks like he's about to say thank you, but doesn't. All right, Gerald, are you just trying those keys, or what are you doing?
Well, my thought was I would figure a lockbox would have a smaller key than like all the room keys and everything, so I would start there. But yeah, I want to open it.
Okay. Roll a luck check.
Luck.
What are you doing back there, Jerry?
You don't have lock picks, do you?
No.
I don't think you do. Yeah.
And I don't know how to get to my... Oh, there it is. No. I have a jeweler's set.
Not gonna work.
Jerry, what you got going on back there?
I got a box, but I'm sure anything he tells us is in it won't be.
Can you open it?
That's what I'm trying right now.
All right, so yeah, you're trying keys. You fairly quickly find one that fits in, and you turn it, and it seems to work. Before you can even open it up, though, you hear at the front door, "Hello, is there someone in there?" And since that door is open right there, you can, Anthony, you can make out Jacob just barely through the window. He's kind of peering in.
Yes, please. Sorry. I just got asked if I wanted a refill on scotch. The answer to that question is always.
Always yes.
So you said it was Jacob hanging out there by the door?
Yeah.
Jacob, just go on. Okay? We'll be there in a few.
Well, who's that? That's not... Robert, are you in there?
Don't worry, Robert's in here with us. We're just having a conversation. Now take yourself back down to your room. We'll be down there in a few. Okay? We might have found some information on your Abraham, your buddy.
Abe? Is Abe in there?
Abe's not in here. Now carry on before I come out there and tan your hide, boy.
What was Abe's last name again?
Abe's last name is... Did you just say it?
No.
Hickey?
Hickey, yes. Abraham Hickey.
Oh yeah, he was here, all right.
He yells back to you. I'll be waiting out here then.
Just head back to your room. I'll be there in a few, okay? I got some information, but you're going to have to wait.
He doesn't
Be
respond.
patient, son.
He doesn't respond to that.
God damn.
You're not sure if he's still out there or not, but he doesn't respond.
Well, there's that
So-
window there. I kind of poke my head out and see if he's hanging out there in front of the window, because he's probably eating people out there.
He's just sitting there on the porch, the edge of the porch. Do you leave?
Jacob, boy, what did I just say?
Do you leave Gerald?
The side.
Did you leave Gerald alone? Or are you still?
Gerald's doing his thing. I'm keeping an eye
All right,
out
I'm
too.
sorry. Are you leaving Robert alone?
If Robert moves, man, he's getting decked in his old man face.
Okay.
All right, I'm saying if he makes any sudden moves, like it's lights out, son.
All right. So
Denture glue won't hold.
It's
you open that lockbox, and there is a bunch of cash in.
But is it like it's just loose paper bills, like it could be from the business, or it's other people's wallets, like he's been looting
No,
the
it's
people he
just-
throws in the lake?
It's just cash.
But I mean, I guess it would be hard to tell, but does it seem like it's more than he would be making in a place along the road like this?
Roll. I think there's a skill for. Yeah, there's. You even put. There you go.
Accounting.
Accounting. You put skill into it.
Oh,
there you go.
yeah. Total luck. Jeez.
Holy mackerel.
But when I fail big.
Yeah, it's like it's either I'm going to win or die.
All right. Yeah, you have no fucking idea.
Gosh.
Well, then I'm not a dishonest man, so I relock the box and leave it on the bed for now. Or, no, I slip it back under the bed.
Okay.
Like, that's all that was in the box, so it was just cash.
There was no human heads in there or anything?
Yeah,
No.
No money clips or photographs or
Just money.
sheet music to satanic ritual.
Nope.
All right, then I put it back, and then I'll go check this door, which I'm going to assume is an ensuite.
You should be able to
Robert?
open it. Well, my arm hurts a lot.
Have
Are
another
we-
swig.
are we-
It'll take the edge off, son.
Are we going to the workshop?
Hey,
Are we going for a drive?
We're just...
It is Sunday.
He'll gladly take another swig of it.
Roll
That's just the
seduction.
That's just the bathroom, Gerald. Roll seduction.
Scud asks if there's any human dollar bills printed on human skin.
I'm
Not here
gonna
anyways.
check the toilet tank, see if there's anything hidden in there. I know
It's
about
not a
hiding
bad idea,
things.
actually. No.
I'm a fence, so
Um,
I've hidden things before.
I'd be like,
you don't see anything. Nothing on you.
All right.
Cthulhu.
So you got a medicine cabinet?
No, it's a very small bathroom. Bare basics. Like a little tiny corner drain where the shower is standing, and a small toilet. Very small sink. That's about it.
Okay. And Scud makes me want to ask, those dollar bills I saw, they weren't printed on human skin?
They were not.
And they weren't like Cthulhu dollars?
Cthulhu dollars redeemable and relay.
5 Satan bucks.
Oh, I'm out of bourbon. So what
What
are you
is
what are you
dead?
guys doing now at this point? You've been in here keeping this guy pretty much held hostage for probably 30 minutes
That
at
is an
least.
ugly word. Okay? It's not a hostage. He is being held.
He's forcibly complying.
He is making the decision to stay
He's
there with us
Been
because the
voluntold
alternative is to
donate
get
his time.
punched in the face.
Yeah. All
I
right.
come back
Detained.
out.
There we go. Renson said detained. That's a good idea.
Am I being detained, Sonny?
Willfully detained.
I come back out and I say, well, the only thing I've spotted so far is he's got a lockbox of cash, but for all I know, that's just from running a motel.
Please, that's all we have.
I put it back. I'm an honest man. Unless you got something stolen you need moved. And then I go down to this store. I want to check this store now.
It's locked.
Robert, which one of these keys is for this door?
Well, that's William's room. I don't go in William's room.
Well, that doesn't
Well, I
answer
am
the
gonna go
question,
with
son. Do you want your other shoulder to be hurting like that one?
Bring the key ring here. I'll point it out.
Just-
You immediately shoot up there to him. He points out which key reluctantly.
Thank you. You see, everything goes more smoothly when you work with us instead of against us, Robert.
Yeah, notice your other shoulder ain't hurting yet. See?
All right. There, I unlocked it. You should be able to open it now. Okay, so in here, you see almost the same thing as the other room. The additions are a bookcase, which is right next to you there. And
Don't read any of the
instead
books.
of the bed,
Oh,
there's a
am I
crate.
going to go insane again?
Instead of the bed there's a crate
What the fuck?
with hinges on it.
Oh god, he's a vampire.
Well, I guess my first look would be at the bookcase. Like, what kind of books does William read?
So it's mostly like what you found in that the end table there in the other room. A lot of local pamphlets on wildlife and just history. But one thing you do notice is of
Wait, you mean all the wildlife that can't be found out there?
Yeah, exactly. There's one book in there that sticks out from the rest. It looks very, very old.
Is it a Necromonicon?
You can pull it out and take a look at it if you want.
Hey, Seth.
Yeah.
Sorry, just a quick interruption. For some reason, I'm looking at the feed and my video is now like.
Oh yeah, I see that. What'd you do?
What did I do? I'm just sitting here.
Broke it.
The more you
looking at old man.
Robert, the tinier you get.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the chat, we're already talking about Robert did it. Renson says Robert did it, and we're already talking about how we're not heroes. And I'm like, man, I never went into this wanting to be a hero. I'm bootlegger, son. I'm here for the money.
All right, so Gerald, you can pull that book out and take a closer look at it if you'd like. From where you see, it's just an old book. You can't. There's nothing on the binding.
Just as a casual interest, yeah, I kind of look at the cover, flip it open real quick.
The cover, and from what you see on the media inside, tells you that this book is something called Revelations of Glaaki, Volume 6. It looks like it's handwritten, mostly, and not a very legible script.
I hang on to it for the moment and kind of... I'm thinking, my guy, it doesn't mean too much other than it's old, so I think it might have value.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'll hang on to it for the moment, and then I'll look through his little end table there.
The end table, there's absolutely nothing in it at all. It's empty.
And then I open his crate.
Oh, God. Here we go. This is it.
Well, actually, since you haven't said anything yet, I peek my head out the door and say, Robert.
Remind me what the fake names you gave were. I also want to mention it. It was very dark in that room. Then, there's no that lamp in there's not lit and there's no window. Was it Timothy?
Something like that. I don't remember.
We'll go with Timothy. Yeah, I didn't write it down, and you guys don't remember either.
My computer crashed. I had it written down, but I lost the file. Sorry.
You changed the lighting.
Yes, cool. Timothy.
William, what kind of ailments does he have? He uses a chair. You said he isn't completely an invalid, though, right?
Well, no, of course. He's my elder by nearly 20 years, and I myself am 62. I believe.
Why are you thinking about it, Robert? How old are you?
What year were you born?
Oh, when you get to be my age, you stop counting.
What year were you born, Robert?
What year was I born? 1858.
I was just gonna make sure he didn't say like in 1302.
Back in the early 1200s.
Roll psychology, both of you.
God.
Is he in a fugue state?
Yeah, I was gonna fail that one.
Yeah, Anthony, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary with that, but Gerald, you can tell he's maybe
Anthony's just like, yeah, this guy's old.
Maybe a little confused.
Is it the Alzheimer's?
He really had to think about his birthday there.
I say anyway, so William sleeps in this room, right?
I believe so. I usually wheel him to the door, and he takes himself in there. He likes his privacy.
Jared, what the hell's going on back there?
And so he lets himself into the crate to sleep at night. Is that true?
I don't quite know. I don't understand what you mean by crate.
Jerry, you want another one of these, son?
I just say, okay, well, that's what I was wondering. And then I go back in and open the crate.
Okay. You open the crate, And inside is a very
Wood
frail
chips.
looking. No, there's a very frail looking old man in there, and he's just staring at you.
Slowly close the lid and back open.
This is awkward. Sorry to disturb your slumber.
He's not like a naked mummy. Is he?
No,
Is he
he's just
laying like this?
he doesn't look like it. He
Yeah,
just
his
looks.
arms crossed.
No, he's covered in a very dirty blanket. There's a dirty pillow in there, and he's just a very old, frail-looking man. And he's just looking at you with very wide eyes, like.
So I'm like disturbed and take kind of like a look over my shoulder, but like while I do, I kind of think, did I pass his chair coming in here?
No.
I kind of look him in the face and say,
What's up?
William?
I'd look at Robert.
That's all he
You
does.
said William was in the workshop, son.
Well, I thought he was in the workshop.
You're clamoring for a hammer.
He's in there.
It's clobbering time.
Stop.
But at this point, William is like very shakily grabbing the sides of the crate and trying to prop himself up and get in a
So
seated
it is
position. It looks
William.
like. Well, yes, this old man that you assume is William. But when you said his name, he just grunted like in almost recognition,
Okay.
like a raspy.
I mean, I guess if
groaning.
he's sitting up, I push the lid aside so that it just stays open, and then I kind of take a step back.
Right.
Jerry, what the hell's going on back there?
Well, William's in the crate.
Yeah, I'm sorry, into what?
Yeah.
Robert, I really don't want to bury an old man today. You need to fix yourself. What the hell is going on?
Well, I don't know what you mean. Maybe William knows. He seems to be in there.
Your brother is sleeping in a goddamn crate whenever you just got done telling me that he was in a workshop. Now, I know your old man mind might be a little fucked up, but this shit is just crazy. Now, we saw some shit out in them there woods. Okay? You need to fucking fix this shit. I will bury your ass and ship your ass to the bottom of that goddamn lake. You understand me?
Looks like he's kind of getting angry now.
You want to step?
You're activating his power. The anger fuels him.
At this point, there's another banging at the front door.
Hey, we're closed right now.
The banging continues.
Damn. Hey, Jerry, we got somebody banging at the door. I don't want to turn my back on this guy.
Well, I got William in here, I think.
Well, is he going to tackle you if you poke your head out here and watch this fool?
William has finally sat himself up all the way, and he's just kind of sitting in the crate, staring at you. He doesn't. You have him cornered. He's just sitting there.
I swear by
So
Holy
he's like-
Christ, I will burn this entire place to the ground.
So he's old and like whatever. Does he resemble at all the thing we saw in the woods?
No, the thing
Like
you
he
saw
does-
in the woods was barely human looking. This just looks like a very, very old man.
I just kind of slowly back my way out into the room that Tony here is in.
Then I'd poke my head.
Is that Nosferatu?
There's
Sorry, I just saw the picture.
there's more banging at the front door.
I would
I pull my gun and I stand here and say, "Okay, go ahead and check. See who's there. I'll watch the twins here."
the twins. So I just kind of go here and see if I could see out the window.
Before you step into that room, the banging has stopped now.
Can I see anything through the window?
You see that the sun has set far enough now that it's not shining on the motel at all. But that's about it.
That's
the door's locked. No, nope. I'm shutting this door and I'm locking it too. Nope. Nope.
Did you ever read The Monkey's Paw?
Ain't no,
I have a
dude,
theory
I got
about
a pants. My pants are full of shit right now from seeing some weird zombie thing out in the woods. I ain't. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Robert speaks up. Did you see who it was? Was it that young man again?
Yep, it was definitely Jacob.
Been harassing me, but not quite like you both are.
Well, you think maybe there's a reason
William, are you okay?
Harassment.
you want to see what harassment is, son?
Harasses. I go back down in the room with William. And I hold out the registry page and say, "Do you recognize this, William?"
The registry page?
Yeah, from the guest book.
He just looks at it and just does another like and you think you make out the word registry and his groaning and grunting.
Are you okay, William?
My chair in the bathroom. Please.
If I didn't say it earlier, I was gonna say it when he was going to the door. I pulled my gun.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm creeped the fuck out by this old man in the box.
He kind of eyes your gun, but doesn't really respond otherwise.
And so I step over to the bathroom and cautiously push the door open.
Okay. You open that door, and the wheelchair is sitting in there in the middle of this bathroom. It's a mirror image of that other bathroom you saw.
So
I'm pulling out. By the way, I'm pulling out my 6-shooter now too, because
I'm pulling out.
Weird.
I'm hopping out the window.
But there's
pulling out.
Robert.
By the way, I'm pulling out and going back out to my truck, and I'm heading off. See you later, Jerry.
Robert.
Nice meeting you, Robert. Good seeing you, William. I didn't get to meet you. Fuck y'all, I'm out.
Robert speaks up and says, "There's no need for guns here."
Robert, did I ask your opinion on any of this matter?
Please.
Unless you want to tell me what the hell is going on around here, just shut your mouth.
You can.
How easy is that?
Take the cash and you can go.
I don't want your cash. What I want to know.
Your life.
I want to know where Fraser is. Frazier, right? Frazier. Fraser or Frazier?
Fraser.
Sorry. Fraser.
Show me.
Well, I told you I don't know. Gerald, what are you doing?
I grab the chair and I wheel it over to the box for William.
Okay. He very shakily is able to kind of crawl his way out. You help him at all, or just let him?
That means he got a handle on it.
It looks like it'll take him a few minutes, but yeah.
I hold the chair steady for him. I let him do the work and assess his progress on that.
You think you hear him?
Are we good cop,
groaning,
bad cop?
Thank you. Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
You help old men. I punch him. Good cop, bad cop.
Hey, I'm letting him do his own thing. I'm seeing how able this creepy box man is.
All right, so he's able to get into his chair after a few minutes. What do you do? Are you trying to wheel him out to the main area there?
Yeah, once he's in, I wheel him out like I'm the orderly.
Okay.
While he's doing that, then when he starts wheeling out the Nosferatu, I kind of listen towards the door, see if there's any more banging towards the outside or anything.
Roll a listen check.
Oh, listen check, you say? Where's my sheet?
What do your elf ears hear?
Probably nothing. The way everything else has been going. Oh, I passed it.
Nice. Oh, just barely.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure there's some movement out there in the reception area.
Jerry, we got company, brother.
We'll wheel William out to Green. Take the old man.
All right. Jerry. How are we going?
At this point, you hear, "Come on out with your hands up," from the reception area.
I'd look at Jerry and say, "How you want to do this?"
I'm holding the chair, looking at him.
Man, I've been in a pickle before, but this is pretty compromising, friend.
Ask who's out there.
So I kind of lean up against the door, say, "That don't sound like no police I ever heard of before."
Come on out with your hands up.
Who's asking? I shout over now and I say, "Who's asking?" Identify yourself.
I'll say one more time. Come on out with your hands up. If I see any guns, getting a face full of buckshot.
Shoot through the
All
door.
right, I need to step out of character for just a second.
Okay.
How do you want to play this? Because my character has run-ins with the law before and basically shoots first, asks questions later. So either we can.
That's what your guy would do. My guy would back you up.
I'm just asking, man, because if I turn and start shooting through the wall or anything, right, I'm going to have somebody crawling up my back. We're in a pretty compromised position, so I don't want to stay out of character very long, but at least let's have a rough idea.
Yeah, my guy's been on the other side of the law too. Plus, he's more loyal to anybody he's working with, so he would play off you since you're by the door. If you started shooting or doing something like that, he would go defensive, supportive.
All right, I got an idea then.
At this point, Robert also chimes in and says, I think you should do what they say, son.
All right, so at this
Wait
point
a
in
minute.
time,
What did Robert sound like just now?
I think you should do what they say, son.
So is his voice as different as it sounds? Because you've been doing a shaky voice.
He sounds, yes.
Was that intentional?
He sounds a little more confident. Like, he's not quite as scared sounding now.
Is it just confidence, or did he lose age? Did his voice get more commanding?
was he like?
Roll psychology. See how much information you get from that.
Sorry, I hate bouncing out of character, but this is kind of a.
It's fine.
No. All right.
Yeah, you can tell he's got a different tone of voice. He doesn't sound like a whole new person or anything, but he's more the scared shitless old man he doesn't seem to be playing that up anymore.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I level out my gun at Robert, and I say, "Get the fuck in that room now."
He
So
nods. He looks kind of disappointed.
Into his room or into the lobby?
No, into his room.
Okay. Yeah, he
I was going to
steps
say
in
you
there.
could tell him to go out first.
You
That way, anybody shoots first. He takes.
you want a
the
body
first
shoot?
shot.
Well, I already kind of ordered him. I'm sorry, man. I didn't think about that.
You can interject, do whatever you want. But he
wanna-
nods disappointed and steps in there and just, please don't hurt William.
So I'd move over and say, "Jerry, did you see any exits out of that room?"
His head no. There were no windows in this one.
All right, so shutting that,
Okay.
I'd look over at Jerry and say, "You ready?"
I can push William out first.
Then do it. I'd have my gun leveled
William.
at that door.
William's looking back at you like, no.
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 I don't say anything. I'm just, like I said, like it's orderly. I'm just pushing his. I just push his wheelchair to the door and say, "All right, we're coming out."
Okay. Hands up. You hear that from the other side of the door before you open it. You're just open it? Anthony, what are you doing when you have it, when you're standing there?
Can you add just a little bit of light to this room? Is that possible, or is that okay?
What
So,
do you need to see? It's
basically
not very bright.
I'm kind of back here in the corner.
Okay.
You know what? No, I'll come over here next to the wall.
Okay.
And I got my gun. I'm gonna, whenever he starts pushing him out the door, I'm gonna be ready to kind of pull one of these.
All right. So Gerald, you're opening the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have your gun on you still in your hand or what?
It's in my coat pocket because I'm pushing the wheelchair.
Okay. All right. You open up the door, and you can see there's one figure standing there from where you're standing. He's holding a shotgun, but he looks very strange. This guy is wearing a nice cap, but he's completely nude otherwise. He's
And he's got
very.
no
That's
nose.
hot.
His skin clings tight to his bones, and he's got a wound in his chest similar to what you saw on that creature that was out in the woods. And he's holding that double-barrel shotgun that was hanging on the wall in reception, and it's leveled right at your face.
I'm kind of
Step
like,
forward slowly, the creature says. Make a sanity check.
oh man, I can't lose
Me
any
too.
more of that.
No, you don't see it. You're
Okay.
next to the wall, right? You're just hearing this.
Yep. And I'm pooping my pants in real life too.
Roll 1d4. All right, you lose 3 sanity. You're able to hold it together, but you definitely go wide-eyed for a second. You're kind of stunned.
Would
for
I
just a moment.
see?
Yeah.
Would I see
You
it?
definitely see it. His like harsh reaction to opening the door and seeing what's out there.
Oh, I've gone indefinitely insane unless I recovered from the other one.
No, you're not definitely insane. It was temporary insanity. It's
Well,
something in the character sheet. That's all right. I would just ignore
Okay.
it for now.
All right, just making sure that didn't need to
Yeah,
kick in.
I clicked it off. You're fine.
Okay. I'm like startled by like everything that's going on because this is nothing I've experienced before, and
Yeah.
I just kind of slowly sink behind William, like kind of covering behind him, like basically so that if he shoots at me, he's gonna hit William too.
Okay.
I would look
And
down at Jerry and say, just shove him out there. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Both of you step out. Hands up.
I say to
You
William,
behind the chair. Step forward.
I ignore him and I say to William, "Is this a friend of yours?"
He starts trying to stand up and get out of the chair. What do you do?
I kind of let him so long as I'm still kind of behind him.
Yeah, you are. You're behind him just fine. He pushes himself up out of the chair and kind of starts shuffling forward towards them.
Like, so he doesn't seem afraid of the guy with the shotgun?
Not from what you can tell.
He's
He's now taken a couple steps, so he's away from the chair at this point. What do? Do you continue to stay behind the chair?
But he's closer to the guy with the gun between us.
Can you put him where he would be, or is he still in the same position?
It's kind of hard with like the grid and stuff.
Oh yeah. No. I'm just asking.
There, I was able to put it halfway. Yeah, so it's kind of like that. Like he's starting to take a couple steps away from the chair, but he's still blocking. If he takes more steps, he's gonna get out of the line of sight. Is what I'm trying to say. And what are you gonna do in reaction to that?
So I was going to say, if he's still between us, and so I'm thinking if he's taking a step closer to the guy with the gun, he's obscuring his view of me more. At this point, I would pull my gun out.
Okay. All right. It doesn't seem like he really noticed because you're still ducking behind the chair. I'll
And
tell
then
you once more.
So,
Step out here, hands up.
The second I see him pull his gun, I'm going to lean around and shoot.
I was going to say this, for me, it was going to be the moment that William makes it out of the line of sight, and I have a beat on him, I shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, if I see Jerry pulling out his gun, it's like it's time. So do one of these and pop.
Okay. So with that,
we all die.
how do I want to play this?
Splat.
Go ahead and do your check for your attack, Anthony.
Tony. You're a big old Tony.
Yeah, we're dead. Sorry.
And Gerald, you can also now see that there's a woman standing next to him as well. I didn't mention that before. Now that you're a little closer. She doesn't have a gun.
Got a gun on me. Okay.
Do I need to do a sanity check now that I see what's going on?
Yeah, do a sanity check also.
Cool. I like the fail rolls, so. Oh, hey, look, I actually passed one.
Nice. Yeah, you're fine on the sanity. You see what's going on, but you don't react in such a shocked way. Swing around the corner, pop a shot off, and it goes high and hits the wall next to him. He rolls because he's going to fire off that shotgun.
Is it a double barrel or?
Yeah, it is.
Well, it was nice playing with you. Good game. GG.
I'm the one who's about to be splatted. You
don't
just kind of popped.
have them set up to fire a rifle, so let's see, what is that? 1d percentage.
It's your.
All right.
I think it's 20% as a base.
Man, it doesn't let me roll just a 1d percentage.
Just roll 1d100.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Oh, it's
privately
hidden from
rolled.
us, though.
Cool. Yeah, cool. I didn't want to see what that was anyways. I didn't want to know if we die.
Yeah, I would look at the Twitch, but I'm not
The,
doing it that way.
The
As
chair.
Lenson says, plot armor.
The the chair in front of you just explodes, basically. William continues just shuffling forward through the gun smoke here. The chair in front of you explodes, and I'll let you have time to do something in reaction, Gerald.
I fire off because I was waiting for a moment. I was waiting for William to be out of the way, so like probably in reaction to him hitting the chair, I fire off.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack. And roll it with a penalty because of the circumstances, like the chair and everything exploding and getting shot at.
-1.
Yeah. Oh!
Nice.
Get it, Jerry. You get it.
And that is regular success, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So roll your damage on that too.
You zombastard.
Do you have your damage listed in there for that gun?
What is it?
Yes, 1d10 plus 2.
Nice. Okay. All right. You definitely hit
Really?
him.
I rolled a 1?
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that work right? It added it?
Yeah. Yeah, looks like it. All right, so you definitely hit him, and I've added you all to combat now. Anthony, you are up now. Going by.
I'm gonna. So.
There we go. Going by Dex order, you're first.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. I wanna.
That was startling, all those GM rolls.
It was just the initiative setting up.
Okay, so I want to go ahead
And I also want to mention that he says again, "Come on out with your hands up. There is no escape."
I whisper to Tony, he should only have one more shot.
Yeah. I want to within a fifth of the shooter's dex in feet. Sorry, I don't like talking about.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking. So within 12 feet, I should be point blank, right? What's the distance?
Oh,
It's within 1/5. So what's my? Sorry, I hate talking about this stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
60. So I should be point blank, right?
Yeah, we'll say you're point blank. It's close enough.
All right, I'm gonna shoot again.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here.
How many times? Just once?
Again. I'm just gonna shoot one more time. Just one round. That adds a bonus die.
Are you still behind the wall there and kind of leaning out when you're shooting?
Kind of one of these.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, you hit. Roll your damage there.
What kind of gun do you have?
It's 38.
So you see, you hit him in the shoulder, and he doesn't flinch at all. He doesn't even try and dive for cover. He's kind of got cover of the desk a little bit, but he just stands there. You're able to get back behind the wall again before he fires off another shot.
Nice.
Gerald, you're up next.
Is there room, like, in this top corner where I could have cover from the wall, or to the right of the doorway?
Maybe. There's very little bit of wall there. I mean, even if you do get behind there, he'd probably be able to shoot through the wall at you. I mean, it's not a for sure thing, but yeah, you'd get some amount of cover there.
Could I, and this is a big if, I guess, you said the window's shuttered, but, like, is it, like, shuttered and secured? Could I throw myself out of the window?
There's a door.
It's shuttered. You're unsure.
Door,
I mean,
right?
you can. What do you mean? No, to the north?
Yeah.
No, that's a window. It's shuttered.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. They don't look like they're very strong shutters, but I mean, they don't look like they're locked either currently.
Jerry, if you want to get the fuck out of here, there should be that hole in the ground here.
There is that trap door here.
And
In
don't
this
you
room there
open
was?
that trap
Yep.
door.
Just at the north side of that coffee table, there's a trap door here.
Oh. Weren't those locked from the underside?
As far as you know, yeah.
Shit.
Quick, gotta make a decision or you're gonna get shot.
Maybe this is too much. Can I slam the door shut and kind of roll back?
Yeah, you can do that. I'll let you do that. No rolls or anything required. You're able to grab the door, slam it shut.
Holy shit, Jerry, what the fuck is going on?
Come out with your hands up. You have nowhere to go.
What is he?
You hear movement in the other room.
In the room he's in, or in the room we locked?
In reception, you hear some stuff moving around in there.
Jerry, I came into here, and this is where I came through the floor. Check the ground. It's over there by the carpet.
Then I kick the table aside and see if we can get the door open.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it's a table. I thought it was a carpet.
Yeah, you're able to flip that up, and staring at you is the gaunt, almost completely white-eyed face of James Fraser. He's crouched there underneath, just staring at you. Join us. Roll a sanity check.
I don't have any left.
Mama, no.
Oh, hey, look at that.
I assume that I need to as well.
Yeah, you'd be able to see this where you're standing. Not quite up in your face, but yeah, you see it.
It's just before my bowel is voided. My anus locked shut.
Well, it's a good thing I shit my pants earlier, because I just shit my pants again.
All right. Go ahead and roll a. We'll make it a little bit interesting here. Anthony,
Oh,
roll
Christ.
a d6 on that one. You see James
Oh.
Fraser. All right. Roll a d10.
Uh-oh.
Roll another d10 for me. Okay. So you,
That's cool.
Gerald flings this hatch open, hoping to get in there and get a quick escape out of there, and you see James just crouched there waiting for you guys. His hands are just completely caked in mud, like he had just dug his way out of the grave, and he's completely covered in dirt. You just drop your gun like that,
And then throw up.
and
I'm
then
gonna throw up.
and then you run to the window and start like just flinging the shutters open. You fling the window open, and you jump out there.
Oh, I get out?
Yeah, and
Oh, nice.
you get out there and you jump out, and on either side of you, out here already is that one of those naked chest-sucking
rats.
wound people, and then on the other side, you see that Robert has also climbed out through the window in the bedroom, and you're just standing there like regaining your composure, or making some attempt to regain your composure. Gerald, what are you doing? You hear again, "Come out, hands up."
I drop the trapdoor in James's face and follow out the window, but I stop at the window.
Okay. You just climb out of the window and stand there? Right outside, or?
From the inside of the window.
Okay.
I don't climb out yet.
All right.
I look, because he just went and flung himself through the window, so I run up to the window and kind of look out.
Okay, you can see this naked abomination over there. Here, hang on, I'm trying to open the window for you. Should be able to see it. Standing there, looks like she's intent, staring at Anthony, probably about to approach him.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
I don't see Robert, though.
You like a man that has shit
No.
in his pants? Because I got double.
What do you do, Gerald? You get one action you can do after this, or after what you just did.
Take a shot at her.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
When he shoots, I would scream like I can't do it because I'm outside and I don't want to get the cops called me in SoCal. You know what I mean? So, but I would scream at the top of my lungs because there's just too much going on.
Yeah. You rolled it already. Yeah, your shot just hits the dirt next to her. Do you want to shoot anymore? I think your gun can shoot, what, up to 3 times in a round? It'll just be with penalty dice.
No, I would climb out next.
Okay. So you don't have enough time to do that in this turn.
Okay.
At this point, this door opens, and this guy comes running through and attempts to disarm you. So he is rolling. What do you want to do? So in this game, you can, if you remember, you can either fight back using your brawling skill to try and keep him away from you, or you can just dodge.
Page 103 if you have the book.
Yeah. So the advantage is that if on a dodge, if you tie, the defender wins. If you fight back, you have a chance to do damage to him fighting back, but if there's a tie, he'll win that tie.
And so I can't just shove the gun up under his chin and pull the trigger?
Nope. You can only fight back with brawl or dodge.
What would I roll for a dodge?
Dodge.
Oh,
it's a skill.
Dodge.
Oh, shit. My dodge is 25%, my brawl is 31. So I'm fucked either way, but I guess I'll brawl.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Yeah.
So he runs in. He's trying to use the shotgun butt to just knock the gun out of your hand. And he's very unsuccessful in that. You're trying to, fend him off with. He closed in so fast you're not able to really, line up a shot or anything on him or fire your gun off at all. Anthony, you're still out here freaking out. You're looking at these two out here and backing up slowly. You're still pretty far out of it.
Can I see what's happening with Gerald?
Yeah, you can see through that window pretty clearly.
I'm shit caked pants. I'm probably still screaming, right?
Yeah, you're
I'm still screaming.
You're in game turns. You're still temporarily insane, so you can't do anything.
Well, what I want to ask is because of the situation, right? My character I have a very strong loyalty to people. If I would see that Gerald is in danger, right? Like things have gotten. My first instinct would have been to run, but I see Gerald in danger. Is there any way that I can kind of try to recoup myself and nut up or shut up?
Roll a luck check. Nope. You're still trying to regain your composure.
Later world, smell my ass.
You're kind of breathing in the whole environment now, and just your heart's really racing.
Now you're just screaming my name.
Robert over here says. Robert says he's still kind of messing with his shoulder, but he says there's no need to fight this, son.
Jerry!
We don't mean you any harm.
Jerry! Jerry!
Gerald, what are you doing?
I assume I'm engaged with him then.
Yeah, he's trying to disarm you.
Jerry!
Yeah, I try to, if I can, I try to put my gun under his chin. Otherwise, if I can't shoot like that, then I would try and pull off of him and run out through the lobby.
You can try and take a shot at him for sure. If you specifically want to get it up under his chin, I'm going to give you a penalty dice, though.
Yeah, I'll take that risk.
Okay, yeah, roll it with penalty die. Just because it's basically a called shot.
Yeah, and...
Oh, real quick. It's been a while since I've played Call of Cthulhu. Is there anything similar to Destiny dice or the luck dice in Dread or anything like that? I can't remember in this game if there's anything special like that.
There's an optional roll for some luck stuff like that, but we're not using that.
Okay, all right, sorry. Carry on. Just wanted to try to...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I would just do that because all our shots on him so far have done nil, so...
Yeah, roll with the penalty.
Whoa, my God!
Nice. All right. Yeah, roll your damage.
Oh,
do I get any extra damage for being up under the chin?
Yeah, I was gonna say roll
17
roll damage twice.
30.
Oh, I could have just clicked it before.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Damn, okay. Yeah,
I hit it on the explodey button.
You land a nice shot right cleanly through his head. A lot of his head just like explodes open, and he kind of stumbles back. And he's still holding the shotgun. He doesn't quite drop yet, though.
So that's why I carry a 45, man. Blow a head off at point blank. You don't want no 9.
But he stumbles back against the wall, and he seems pretty much out of it, and he slumps down against it, and he's like gurgling up, trying to talk. Out here, Anthony, this other abomination out here, this one's female, tries to grab you.
Oh, I'm fighting back.
And he mentioned she's female because she's doing it seductively.
She's like, hey, sailor.
All right, go ahead and roll if you're fighting back your brawl.
Brawl.
You, like, just in this moment, basically, you start to really regain your composure and realize what's going on around you.
Yeah, with the knuckles. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, Nate, blow on my dice, man. I need your luck for a minute. Fine.
I just need to be blowing on your dice, man.
I know.
All right, roll your damage. She grabs for you, and you just straight
I pull
right
back.
in the... Yeah.
That's
I don't like
1D
you like that.
1d3 plus 1
You-
plus 1d4.
1, 1, 1.
Roll 1d3 plus 1 plus 1d4.
Yeah.
So yeah, you.
Oh, you already rolled it, didn't you? Your damage there?
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you rolled all ones.
Oh, Jesus Criminy Dutch.
So yeah, you nail her right in the chin, and she stumbles back. Gerald, at this point, Robert slips off into the darkness around the east side of the motel. Gerald, you didn't see that though. Anthony did. Gerald, what are you
I
doing?
never saw him in the first place.
Nope.
Do I get an action this round or?
Yes.
Because I was
sorry,
defending
wait,
myself,
that,
right? No.
That wasn't your
it's
turn.
okay.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead.
Fuck this bitch. Bop.
All right.
Pop, pop.
She's going to attempt a dodge. Then go ahead and roll.
You didn't blow on my dice, man.
It doesn't. Yeah, she misses, but you missed that also. Gerald, what are you doing
missed, but she
Yeah, I
missed, so it cancels out and you connect.
And I kill her straight up.
I would, in my offhand, I would grab the shotgun and put my foot on his chest and pull the shotgun out of his hands.
Okay. Yeah, you have the shotgun, but you have your pistol in one hand also, unless you're dropping it.
I'd pocket the pistol then once I have it.
Okay. All right, you have that. I'll let you do one more quick thing.
He's not, like, trying to get anywhere at this point then?
No, he's just laying there, like, gurgling. He seems like he's still a little bit alive, but he's, like, incapacitated. There's no way that you probably just destroyed most of his nervous system.
Then my next move would be to climb out the window.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you climb just outside of the window. And then she's going to try and grab at you again, Anthony.
I'm gonna defend myself again.
I had a right to self-defense.
Go ahead and you're fighting back again. Roll your fighting back.
Nate. Jeez, Nate. Oh God, I'm dead.
All right. So she doesn't, strike at you. She actually just grabs a hold of you and has you in like a really
hug.
strong like bear hug. Yeah.
How's it feel?
Incredibly bony. She's ice cold.
It's not at all comforting.
No.
I mean, like, does it feel like ridiculously strong?
For her build and frame, yeah, it seems unusually strong.
Get this bitch off me, Jerry!
And then at that point, Gerald, roll a spot hidden check.
Oh,
I don't have anything
Christ.
better for you to roll.
You're getting drug underneath the house.
Oh yeah, Jesus
Later,
Christ.
later world, smell my ass. Oh God.
Okay, yeah, so you notice that, James, there's a gap in the lattice fencing underneath the house right here, and you notice that James he's perched and he's about to lunge at you, so because you're able to see that, I'll give you the option to dodge or fight back if you want to.
I'll dodge.
Okay.
Or wait, that's a worse roll. God damn it.
Clutch stroke.
But like, since I
stroke him.
see it, is it a dodge as in I get to step out of the way, or is it still I have to roll it?
You still have to roll it. He's actively lunging at you.
And I can't turn and fire off the shotgun at him?
Nope, it's either dodge or brawl. I made that mistake with allowing guns to fight back in this game before, and that's not how it works.
That's how it needs to work because of my rolls.
You have to basically imagine that he's gotten so close to you now that if you were to take time to swing up the shotgun, he would be on top of you.
Butt stroking, man.
I
Brawl
just rolled
is-
a 5, which means he lunges at me and I smack him on the chin with the butt of the
Shells
shotgun.
oh shit! You still beat him though.
So you did a brawl check, right?
Yeah.
Hang on, is Foundry wrong here? That's saying that's a regular success. No, you got a extreme success. Damn.
So I
He
think
got a hard success, but you got an extreme success, and because of that,
Extreme.
yeah, extreme. Because of that, you succeed in fighting back. You hadn't rolled one, success level higher than you failed that. So go ahead and roll.
What's the damage on a butt stroke?
Yeah, what is my damage?
Yeah, club, right?
What's
It'd be-
Small or medium club?
We'll do
Just to give you a number, baseball bat
Yeah,
is a
it
medium
was
club. It's 1d8.
D6, right? We'll go with D6 because it's not it's more of an improvised.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm just letting you know.
Moving you back a little bit there.
I do 4 butt damage.
All right. All right, you smack him across the face pretty good.
We were here to rescue you.
Anthony, what are you doing now? You're stuck in that hold.
I'm in grapple, right?
Yeah.
Let's see here. I don't remember what the rules are on grappling.
Well, just tell me what you want to do.
I want
You're just
to
trying to break free.
break the hold. Yep, break the hold.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay.
Or actually, no.
Deadly.
I'm sorry. It'd be an opposing maneuver, so it'd be a brawl check.
Brawl check.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try instead.
Oh,
of
don't
doing-
check her bra. That's rude.
She doesn't
And
have
you're-
one. She's naked.
Your build
Oh.
is 1. Hers is 1. Difference there, but yeah, go ahead and it'd be a brawl check.
I'm gonna click on the melee skills brawl and see if that does the hard success thing that you were mentioning earlier.
Okay.
Nope. But
That's all right.
that should be extreme, right?
Yeah, I believe
Because mine's
so.
70. My brawl is 70.
Trying to get there. It is. Okay. Yeah, you're able to break free.
Run, Jerry. Jerry, you need to get the fuck out of here. Go.
All right. Which are you running towards your car?
Our car is on the right-hand side, as
Yes,
a reminder.
yes,
not
it
on
is.
the map.
It is
yeah,
on the
I would
east
be
side.
going to the right. Yep.
Okay. All right. Your move is 9, so you move 9 spaces.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Gerald, what do you do? It's your turn.
I yelled at Jerry. I'm not kidding. Run, Jerry, run.
Yeah, I assume I can't shoot and run, or do I take some disadvantage?
Yeah, you can shoot and then run. That's fine.
Because my idea is I suck with a shotgun anyway, so I would just kind of shoot, drop it, and turn and run.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Just throw it at him.
Oh,
Wow.
Nice.
it had spread. Okay, it had spread.
Yeah. So the damage for that is, I believe, 2d10, 2d6 on the 20 gauge.
Nice.
Okay. You take a nice chunk out of his right shoulder, and he kind of flails back, and you're wanting to run off to follow Anthony then?
Yeah.
All right, so you can move 7 spaces.
Okay.
All right. So these two, the former James Fraser and this other creature are lumbering behind you, but they don't seem to be very quick. You also notice, if you happen to look back, that William is standing back here at the corner near the front of the reception as well.
Sorry, say that again. I was responding to a message.
They're lumbering behind you. They seem to be.
Yep.
They have very stiff-like movements, and you can also
Right.
see William was back there near the front of reception. He's kind of watching this all go down. Anthony, you're up.
I'm running for the truck, man. Is
Okay.
that our truck right there?
We'll say yours is where that empty space is.
Oh,
And
okay.
I just failed to
Fine.
put it there.
Fine. So, how many can I move?
9 spaces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, Gerald.
Come on, Jerry. We need to go, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. Come on.
Your movement was 7.
Okay. I pull my pistol back out while I'm running. Okay.
And actually, since you're only moving, you could do double movement. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Most other systems. So, Anthony, you were able to get into the car.
Oh yeah, that bitch is getting started up immediately. And don't try to tell me that my keys are still in the room. I'm a driver, man. I'm a I keep that shit on me all
I
the
won't
time.
do that.
But they are covered in shit because they were in so
Okay, yeah, you were able to pull the keys out. You turn it over. That's all that happens.
it's a
Is
lake
it still
truck
my
now.
turn, or is it?
Gerald is moving. You're able to reach the car if that's all you're doing this turn, Gerald. And you guys are back up again.
And so my next thing would be to get out of the car and rip open that hood.
Okay. You're going to try and fix it, I assume?
Hells to the yes, I'm going to try to fix it.
Roll, which one was it? I know you put,
Mechanics, I think.
yeah, mechanical repair. I knew you put into that skill. Yep,
Yeah.
roll it.
Oh, here we go. Nate? I don't think I passed.
You're not even fully sure what's wrong with it. You can tell that it's been tampered with in some way, but you're not really sure yet
Can I push
what's
it?
going on. Yes, of course, you can push it almost any roll. It's going to be pretty bad if you...
I know, but it's Jerry, you ain't any good at fixing cars, are you?
Mm-mm.
All right, I'm going to push it.
Okay.
No, sir.
I'm sorry, I'm just concentrating for a second. I'm too scared. Woo! And that's at least a hard. I don't know if it's extreme though.
Nice.
It's me hard.
Man, that would have been really interesting if you failed that.
I would have got my next step would have been to get the baseball bat out of the back.
You're able
It would have
to...
exploded.
You can tell that this is your car's been tampered with, and there's maybe some hose or something that's been clipped. But you've got enough spare parts. I mean, you're always prepared for this situations like this, and you're able to quickly get everything together that you need to repair it. But
Get into bed, Jerry. Get into bed.
won't be able to get it this turn.
That's fine. Get into
So-
bed, Jerry.
Yeah, Gerald, what are you doing?
I jump in.
All right, you jump in, and we're saying it's in that empty space. The car's not actually there. Sorry. At that point, when you jump in, you notice that down south, at
God.
the south end of the lake, you see Sarah and Jacob are walking into the woods single file.
Bye, guys. Nice meeting you. We'll see you when we come back here to burn this fucking place to the ground.
And also, back north of you, those two are lumbering behind, just coming around the edge of the motel, the north. Anthony, what are you doing now?
I'm getting back in the driver's seat and firing this bitch up.
Before you get in the car, you also see Sarah and Jacob slowly walking into the woods to the south.
So
Bye, guys. Good meeting you.
dude, I'm just gonna, as I'm getting in, I'm gonna just yell, Sarah, Jacob.
They don't even turn their heads. They're walking very slowly and mechanically, almost like they're marching towards something. Do you start the car then?
Yep.
Okay. It starts up. It doesn't want to at first. You know, you're turning it a couple times real viciously, and it eventually turns over and starts up. Gerald, what are you doing now? Anything?
I've got my gun ready, and I'm, keeping my eye out the window, ready to shoot.
Okay.
I guess I would say to him, fuck it, let's get the hell out of here. We'll go. What's the name of the guy that hired us, Frazier?
Yeah.
We'll go back to Frazier. I know he wants this private, but we can come back with a posse or something. But we need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay. All right.
So
those creatures start coming down from the north and trying to get to you before you drive off. You drive, and I'm assuming you're following the same way you came in around the south bend of the motel here. It's kind of that driveway going out.
One second. I'm thinking. Not thinking for a second. No. We're going to turn up towards the north.
Okay.
And we're going to be playing some GTA, my friend.
All right.
Ain't nobody trying to make a zombie out of old Anthony.
All right. Go ahead and do a drive check. If are you trying to run over both of them?
Yep.
They're right there.
I'm trying to take them out.
You slide off the seat from your shit cake drawers.
Oh, fuck that. I'm pushing it if I can.
Yeah, you can push it if you really want to. Go for it.
I mean, hey,
You're
know
gonna
what?
fail, and the engine's gonna jump out.
All right, so I don't know if you can answer this type of a question, and like I said, I always hate asking out of character stuff. But if I just let it go, can we keep going without hitting them and just drive off, or is me failing that roll?
Yeah, you're just failing to hit them.
Okay, I'm just failing to hit them then. Yeah, I ain't gonna push. I ain't gonna try to.
Yeah, you swerve by them. You almost clip the stairs there.
And this is what I'm doing the whole way. Out the window.
You drive up around the north, and William's over here. He has picked up that shotgun, and he's holding it at your car as you drive around the corner there.
I don't care.
It was a double barrel, right?
Yep, it's empty.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's empty.
Unless old man's carrying fucking 20 gauge shotgun shells in his corpse underwear.
No, he was wearing normal clothes.
I assume I'm on the wrong side. Otherwise, I would say I hold out the window and pop at his face when we get close. But I'm on the passenger side, so no.
Okay. No, you can take a shot if you really want to. He fires off a shot, and see here.
Where's the tire? Fuck. See what you did? Could have gone south.
The front window on the vehicle shatters, and some of the shot hits you, Anthony. You take 3 points of damage. Roll a driving check.
So that puts me at, it said 3?
Yeah, you take 3 points of damage.
Sorry, I'm fixing the hit points. And you said do a drive check. Why is that not working? That's weird. There we go. And drive check. Nate? There we go.
You swerve a bit, and blood flies out of the wound, and the wheel's kind of slippery from that. Glass has exploded all over the place. You avoid a bunch of trees in front of you and drive through brushes, and finally land on the road and right yourself which way are you going? To north back to Arkham, or?
Oh, we're deuces.
All right. You fly up the road off towards Arkham.
And and I'm just kind of like, what the fuck was that? Hey, Jared, did you keep anything from that shit?
Oh, I have that creepy book.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
I just kind of,
me.
when he says that, I grabbed this from William's room. I just kind of hold out the old book.
Man, I ain't too big of a Bible man, but I know that they said in the Revelations that the dead rise from the grave. Is this the end, man?
I don't fucking know what it is, but let's just get the fuck out of here.
Dude, did you see that Fraser kid?
He tried to get me. You think I didn't see him? I fucking blew him apart.
You think the old man knew what the fuck was going on? Not Robert, man. I fucking should have hit him harder.
Wait, what? Is Robert still in his room?
Anthony saw him out of the room.
Yeah, no, I saw. He was out.
That's why I'm asking, because I didn't see that.
No, he yelled at me. He said, "Just they ain't trying to hurt us." And that bitch got a hold of me.
He knows what's up. We just need to get back to Fraser and tell him what happened, and if he wants to get a posse together, he can do that. Otherwise, it's not our problem. We'll tell him where his son is.
Jesus Christ!
All right.
Have to go to church after this, man.
So, you're back on the road.
That's when Cthulhu comes out of the bed of the truck.
You're driving along this. It's mostly a dirt road at this point, through the woods and away from this motel. It's far behind you at this point. The moon hangs overhead, and the autumn air is blowing through the now broken windshield. Some leaves blow in every once in a while now. It's kind of biting cold air flowing through there, but it's waking you up and making you conscious of all the bruises and maybe some wounds that you've taken, and you're assessing the situation and running it through your head over and over, the hours you spent driving up to Arkham. You finally arrive in Arkham, and it's early morning, kind of mirrors your arrival at the motel at the early morning just a couple days ago. What do you do?
Well, I need to get these shit-caked underwears off. What do you want to do, Jerry?
I say we... Wait, what time of day is it?
Early morning, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
We need to at least clean ourselves up and get something to eat before we meet with Fraser.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can definitely do that. You got your own houses you can stay at or do whatever you want. Do you want to take any rest or just clean up and maybe address your wounds?
I think I don't want to sleep. We need to let old man Fraser know what happened.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay. You don't really have any way to contact him directly other than phone call, or you can, through your mutual acquaintance, set up a meeting maybe for the next day.
We can't do like a ASAP kind of.
You don't
tell
know
him to go to the restaurant.
You wouldn't know how to get a hold of him. You can call him. He gave you a number.
Let's call him.
Yeah, I'd say call him and say we need to meet now.
Okay, sure. Yeah, one of you can call. I'll assume you've got a telephone in your house. Yeah.
I think I lost a little more sanity.
Yeah, you
I
guys
should have acted that out a little more. I'm a little more fucked. Like, so at this point.
Yeah, I was about to say, keep in mind, you guys are like very, very shaken up. Like, this has completely altered your worldview.
Yeah. That I don't.
There are definitely things out there in the night that you don't know about lurking.
I don't. Jerry, I don't know about all this, man.
But yeah,
This ain't right.
If you want to call him, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll call him up. Bring, 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 bring.
I'm like shaking, drinking a cup of coffee.
I'm drinking much harder stuff that I make.
A groggy voice answers the phone. Hello? Who is this?
Hey, Mr. Frazier, this is Tony Blackwell. We need to meet up right away.
Mr. Blackwell. Oh, is that urgent? Did you find James?
This ain't. Don't fucking. I'm sorry. We need to talk now, like this instant.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Let's. Well, meet me here, and he reluctantly gives you his home address.
Okay. So I will be there. We'll be there in just a few minutes, man. Get a pot of coffee going and some bacon in the pan.
Okay. I'll see you soon. I hope it's good news.
We'll talk.
Okay.
Just have the fucking bacon.
All right. You guys are free to show up there. Did you want to do anything before you meet him?
I mean, I didn't sustain enough physical wounds. I don't know where else would be
I got
stop
glass
along the
all
way.
up on my face and shit, but I can push on through. I'll be all right. Just Jared, let's just get this shit taken care of, and then I need to take a rest somewhere. Okay. This ain't. Just come on. Let's just do this real quick.
Yeah, I would get in the car and I just kind of sit quietly, like looking out the window.
Okay. All right. So you were able to find his place pretty easily. It's in a nicer part of Arkham. Wouldn't call this like a mansion or anything, but it's definitely a house. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. It's a very nice house, gated community, has a nice wrought iron fence around it and everything. So I'm assuming you approach the front door and knock, or what do you do?
Yeah, let's just approach the front door, hammer on it.
Okay. Gerald Fraser opens it pretty quickly, and he's again holding his pipe in hand, opens the door. Yes, come in, quick. And he allows you in, and he motions over towards you're like in the entrance hallway, and there's a parlor off to your right, and he motions you to come in here and sit down. He sits down himself in a chair next to the coffee table, and there's a teapot on the table there. Please help yourself. Now, what is it? Did you find James? He's not here with you.
Did you cook up that bacon? Starving, son.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not much of a cook myself, but there is some tea available here if you'd like some. Now, please, what was it that's so urgent?
Do you know?
Well, out with it.
Mr. Frazier, I'm afraid your son has passed on.
Yeah, I think about it and I get kind of like thinking of the pale face of his son reaching out at me, and I kind of gag a bit, and I'm like, all I can do is hold down the vomit for a moment.
We saw his body, if that's what you want to fucking call it.
Oh, what do you mean? Call it? What happened to my son?
Listen. What kind of pole you got around here, sir?
I'm sorry?
What kind of pole do you have around here, sir? You able to get some men together or not?
Oh, I suppose I could. For what purpose?
To take care of the people who killed your son. Because they tried to make us the exact same way. They tried to take us out. Okay? We saw your son. He's not your son anymore.
Sir, I don't understand it myself, but there's something unwholesome going on down there. The man who runs it,
the devil.
The man who runs it acts like he doesn't know what's happening, but he's in charge of it.
In charge of what? Runs what? Slow down, please.
Listen. I'm trying to fucking tell you, okay? I'm trying to tell you. We found your son. His license plate was there. We found a blotter that had his name on it, like he checked in, and it looked like if everything followed with what you said, he stopped for the night.
When he says that,
motel.
I pull out I remember I have that paper still too.
Okay.
So I shove the register paper into his hand and say, he said he wasn't here, or he said he wasn't there, but here you go.
All right.
They killed him, and they gutted him, and then they tried to do the same fucking thing to us. We want to get some goddamn men together and burn that motherfucker to the ground.
He looks down at the paper and he's kind of running his hand over it where James's name is at.
I'm sorry
looks at
for
the
your
date.
loss, sir. Sir, I'm sorry. I am so sorry for your loss, and I'm sorry that we couldn't do better for your son. The only thing we can do now is we can make sure this doesn't happen to anybody else.
Of course. I'll gather some men as soon as I can. Yes, please make yourself at home. I'll be back shortly. And he marches off, probably to call some people up on the phone.
Or get his fellow cultists together and murder us.
He comes back after a short while and explains that he's called for some reinforcements, essentially. Maybe an hour passes, and some vehicles pull up out front, and it's 2, 3, not many, but some armed men. Look like they're probably just as wealthy and have probably blown some of their money on some nice weaponry that they've got in their vehicles.
Ain't you got no hard-hitting crackers?
One of them speaks up. He's kind of a bigger man and says, "Well, no, this is all we have." And he shows you there's a couple shotguns, some rifles. Too many guns for how many people there are here, but he seems to have brought everything he had. What do you do? Do you want to right now lead them down back to the motel?
I'd offer to call up some of our people too. Like, I'd say we're gonna need more than this many people. That's a lot of guns, but we need
people
bodies. And then when I say bodies, I
gag,
kind of go white again, because then the word body makes me think of the unnatural crap I just saw.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I kind of turn up again. I say oil
gas.
And rags.
Hell yeah, gas.
We need to burn it.
Hell yes.
So Gerald Fraser speaks up, and well, I can certainly get some more men, and I suppose we can get some sort of flammable materials. It'll take some time, though. You said that James is already deceased. It's dead.
He's gone.
Sure.
He's gone. We saw him. He's gone, sir. I'm sorry. I'm glad we ain't with him.
He looks kind of angry now. I'll gather my men. We'll leave later today.
I want to hit up any fellow bootleggers I might know, particularly, as Scud says, maybe
Bob, Billy Bo,
some war veterans who took a couple of MGs home for souvenirs.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So he explains to you that he would like you to come back later in the afternoon after he's gathered everyone up. You decide on a meeting point for all of your men. Gerald, is there anyone you would like to pull together too from any resources you might have? You probably know a lot of the same people that Anthony does. Yeah,
the guys you would call for that, I'm sure, would cross over, and he would know more heavy hitters. When they're organizing stuff, I would look at that book again, and would I get any impression looking through the book that it's tied into what was going on?
Yeah. So how long are you going to take to, like, are you doing that basically while you're waiting and gathering people up throughout the day?
Yeah, when they start calling people, I would remember I've got that on me too, because I pulled out that page.
Yeah.
And then my thought is, the second I think it's connected to what was going on, I would use a contact So my guy's a fence. He's used to moving objects. He can appraise stuff, but he's not like an archaeologist or anything like that. I would try and use my contacts to see if there's someone I can show that book to real quick in the meantime to tell me what it is.
Ooh, okay.
Sev, real quick before you make Jerry look for his people, we got a request to see that tabletop shirt that you're wearing.
Oh, yeah, sure. I didn't. Oh, Renton asked to see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Tabletop Mythologies, baby.
All right, so for Gerald, on your roll here, not sure what that would be. I'm trying to think if there's a...
Or if I would possibly know, once again, so I'm used to moving items, would I know about a store in town that would deal in such things?
For that, I want to tell you to roll a cult, which you have 5% in. You don't know much about that sort of world, but you can certainly read through the book a bit if you want to. But
Okay.
you can, if you want to, you can roll a cult.
Yeah, I guess my thought was I wouldn't know it's a cult per se, but I would know maybe someone who would know what it is, as far as like they deal in antiques or books or...
Roll your craft forgery. You probably have some contacts through that, so we'll use that. Yeah, you're not able to find anyone that really can help you with this book.
Okay, then I would just kind of study it some more on my own and see if there's anything I understand or can pick up from it.
Yeah, you're able to read through it. Actually gain 1% in Cthulhu mythos from reading it. The little bit of time you're able to read throughout the day before your meeting to drive back down there, you're able to figure out that it talks about some creature called Glaaki, and this creature has a cult dedicated to it, and it's dedicated to spread Glaaki's influence across the globe. And there's also some instructions in the back that you find on creating an avatar of this creature that involves injecting some sort of alien fluids into human beings.
Does it say anything about a weakness or anything
Roll-
that they have?
And actually, you gain 3 percentile and Cthulhu Mythos because you've experienced all this shit and you know it to be true. Roll 1d3 for your sanity loss.
I don't know how to add percentages to...
That's alright, we'll add it later to the sheet. I'll fix
1d3.
Yeah, and what was your question you had asked?
Does it say anything about what their weakness might be or what would hinder their...
No, nothing
being...
like that. It's all about worship.
Them.
Yeah, creating an avatar, about worshipping Glaaki and creating servants for him. Alright, so Anthony, is there anything you're doing other than gathering up resources to...
Gathering up every freaking redneck I can find
Sure.
that has had a run-in with the law before and knows how to handle business.
Alright, so you gather up a pretty good posse of people. Gerald, I'll say that if you'd like to, you can freely tell Anthony all about what you learned in this book.
When he has a free moment, I show it to him.
Okay. You can do that, and also...
This is insane. I can't... Alien? What does alien mean?
So,
what does that mean?
Gerald, it literally seems like this book is indicating that this Glaaki creature is not of this planet. It came from the stars, it describes.
I mean, it's not even from here, but not just here. Like, it's not from here.
Like from hell?
It's from out there. I don't...
Wait. You
It
mean
said he comes from the stars.
is there a page in there that says don't bring blue cheese to Galaki worship? He hates it. Is there anything in that book about blue cheese? Because I love me some blue cheese. Out in what do you mean by out in the stars though? Like
I don't know. I shoved the book in his hands and kind of step off for a second. Like,
it's delicious mold, but
All right, so well, unless you have anything else you want to say here, I'm going to fast forward us to you guys meeting back up with Gerald Fraser, and you've gathered a good sized posse of people, like maybe around 50 people. They're all fully armed to the teeth. You've got Molotov cocktails ready to go.
Hell yeah!
And you roll out later in the afternoon, which means you arrive back at the motel at night. You come down this dirt road through the trees, and the trees split apart, and you can see the motel there, lit up with its oil lamps burning in the front as usual. You guys are leading the charge, so what do you do?
I ain't hesitating, man. I'm pulling up and throwing a Molotov cocktail through that fucking front door.
Okay.
Yeah. There ain't no wait.
You pull up, no roll or anything required. You light that and throw it straight through the window, and the inside of the building starts burning.
More. I want more.
Yeah. No, go freely do whatever you want.
Fire on that position.
Yeah, we just take what we've got. I go down the front and start throwing it in the rooms.
Okay.
Not concerned about anyone else there at this point because they all, if they didn't get the fuck out before, they're part of it.
You start to realize that there's no one in this motel at all. There's no one running out on fire. There's no one like through the broken windows that you see. But once the place is thoroughly set on fire and really getting going, you've got it completely surrounded. Everyone has their guns lined up on this motel, ready to fire. You're this inhuman, just the most terrifying roar you've ever heard coming from the south side of the lake, back where you saw Sarah and Jacob marching into the woods. Is coming from there. It almost sounds like this roar is coming through some sort of large metallic tube. It's like echoing within itself.
Is it the horn of Gondor?
What do you do?
Jorgen Windcaller's horn. I would just kind of like shudder and be like, fuck.
Let's get him.
All right, yeah. Do you lead all your posse down there to the woods?
Yep.
If he's leading. I'm just kind of going along at this point. Like,
oh man, anybody that makes me shit my pants is gonna fucking pay. Okay, that's just the way it goes.
All right, so you march through the woods. This group of around 50 people following you. You've got, a lot of them got torches or flashlights, and all of them have guns ready to go. And you walk through. There's a lot of hemlock trees here that are real thick, and then suddenly up ahead you see this clearing, and there's some lights there coming from oil lanterns that are set up because you see that all of the former guests of the motel and both Robert and William are standing there, and they're standing in front of this thing. It's easily 15 feet tall at the edge of the water. It's egg-like body with all of these very long metal spikes covering the entire thing.
Sorry.
And they're all these metal spikes are all vibrating on it. It's like a hellish porcupine with 3 eye stalks coming off the top of it. There's what looks like the remains of what were once human arms hanging off the side of it limply, and it moves forward out of the water slowly with large pyramid-shaped white legs underneath it. And that's where the roar is coming from, is this gaping maw of just nasty teeth going into this alien creature. Roll a sanity check, both of you.
I ain't got none of that.
Well, we're dead.
At this point, quite a few of the people around you break and run back through the woods.
I'm probably going to be joining them.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. So for that, go ahead and roll 1d10.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
All right.
Ah!
Oh
My
man.
my brain melts inside my skull.
All right. Roll, Anthony. Roll a d10. Gerald, you drop to your knees, drop your guns, and just start like crying. Basically, like you're just hysterical completely. You rolled on that d10 a 6. You faint just immediately, like it's just too much, and the blackness just creeps in, and you just stop breathing and just fall over. And
you're the
as
lucky
you're
one.
as you're falling over, and as Gerald, you're just like staring at your hands at the ground, just like laughing, crying, just all these emotions running through you. Gun blasts just light up the night behind you. Molotov cocktails fly through the air. And before you know it, you're laying there, both of you, in the mud, and the sun is up. You're both
And we're not dead?
Nope, you're both staring at the sky, laying in the mud.
Bring warmth.
Yeah, it
I
does.
just lay there for a minute, and I just stare. And then I'll slowly kind of lean my head back towards the way where the beast was coming from to see if he's there. Kind of one of these.
It's gone, actually. It's gone, and there's all of the bodies of the motel guests, William, Robert, and some of those creatures that you saw from out in the woods are laying there, all in a bloody mess. There's, now that you're starting to come to the people that came here with you, they're all nearby in the woods. They're patching themselves up, and one of them notices you and says, "Hey, everyone! Anthony and Gerald, they're alive still. Someone help them, quick!"
Take my hat off and sit up, kind of run my hand through my hair and say, "What the fuck happened?"
They explained to you that they unleashed everything they had on this creature, and it seemed like it was attempting to fight back at first. These long needles started shooting off of it, and you can see around you that there's a lot of people that have these needles in them, and some of them are even pinned to the trees and dead.
Damn. James, man.
They go on
James
to...
could make a good freaking hooch, and he's just gone. Is Fraser still? Is Fraser? Did he make it?
Yeah, Gerald made it.
All right.
This whole time, my guy's still just staring up at the sky, just laying in the mud.
All right, yeah, you hear them explaining the situation to them, and it
Gerald.
goes on to explain that everyone else was all of these creatures that were at this motel have been slain now.
Gerald, not Jerry. Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald approaches you. Looks like he took an injury and his legs wrapped up with some bandages. We've done a great deed here today.
Sorry about your son, man.
I'm sorry that you had to witness all of this.
Did you know about this?
No. I'm not sure anyone understands what happens here, but I think we've done a great service for humanity. I can't imagine that creature is alive after it's gone back into the lake.
Well, the lake had a bunch of oil on it, so let's light that shit and get the hell on out of here.
That's a good plan. You guys have plenty of fire that you can, and even more gasoline and oil that you're able to set the lake on fire. The motel is still burning at this point. Most of it's collapsed in on itself, and there's not much left at this point other than just burning embers. And with that, we conclude the service.